I think I'm starting to fall into a habit of getting late. I don't know if it's because I'm waking up too early, which is not something I'm used to. I'm used to waking up around 9 or 10 and then also sleeping very late. So yeah, I think I need to start readjusting to waking up early. But basically today I'm going to pick up my friend Edgar, and yeah, we are going to go on a, I don't know if I should call it a road trip or what, because we don't even have a solid plan. Basically we will be planning what we are going to do tomorrow, today. Yeah, so we just know we are going to be going around. Most parts will be Western Kenya. It's a Thursday, it's 7:47 a.m. I'm keeping him waiting, so I need to rush there and then proceed. Thou shalt not pass the viewpoint without stopping at the viewpoint. The Great Rift Valley. I'm joined with Edgar. Well, he's busy taking pictures. So we are going to grab a coffee from this place. It's called S Coffee. It's called S Coffee, which is actually very well built. Yeah, it's a very nice restaurant, very well built. So coffee, some artifacts, and then there's a viewpoint up there where from sitting up there you get to have that view, and it's close. It's only like what, 40 minutes from Nairobi. Sasa kuna kahawa? Kahawa moja. That's inside the restaurant. Coffee, masala tea. Oh, ningechukua masala tea instead. Hot dogs. Let's go upstairs. Yep, and from up here, that's the view. It's amazing. Look at that. Mount Longonot is there, and that is Mount Suswa. So this is the escarpment. It connects Tungong all the way to Magadi. Yeah. Be hapa. We've made it to the forest. There's several cars here. So that's the entrance. Going to do some registration and then hopefully start with the zip line. We are here at the forest, which is a place I've always wanted to come because of what is behind me, the zip line. So this is supposed to be the longest zip. Total is 2.3 kilometers or 2.6 kilometers long. So it's 6 lines. Basically you do the first one, after the first one there's another one, you know, it goes on connecting. And that is a Badea forest. So this stretches for another, like, I don't know, 50 kilometers maybe. It's a very, very dense forest, if you can see that, like just vegetation. Yeah, I'm hoping the zipline is going to be worth the effort of coming here. We have paid for line six lines. Edgar was having second thoughts. He's afraid of the zip line. Anyway, right now we are going for the training first, which is right opposite me. So we're going to do the training first and then go to the main line. Yeah, I'm all set up. That guy's next. So the next thing you're getting are the gloves, which is what you use for braking. How many gloves do we need? 1 or 2? Yep, ready.
Okay, hi everyone.
Hello.
So welcome to Friend Fox in the forest. My name is Willie. My colleague called Araki. This will be your instructor. So I'm going to assess the platform to tell you do's and don'ts. Later on you're going to assess how to do that. Once we get it, we go and have fun. Good?
Sawa. Edgar is doing a practice run.
Lean back more.
You've done the first line, you're heading to the second one. How was your first ziplining experience?
Crazy.
How was it crazy?
Oh, it was fine, it was fine.
That's where we were. Did the line down. Oh, there's 2 guys ziplining right now. So coming down, I'm assuming this is the second line. I don't know where the third, fourth, fifth. There's another one back here going all the way to that other side. Yeah, this is a very lovely place and it's very cold. It's now going fast.
Like that. You go all the way to the end. Like that. Lean back more. Good job. Alexis Dango.
We've done the second line. I'd say it's more thrilling because it's like you are going through trees and even your feet ends up like hitting some leaves. And now we are going to do some small hiking to go to the third line. I think I also love this part a lot, you know, at least you get to do a bit of activity. And they say there's a waterfall. I didn't see it, so I'm going to review the video. If I spot it, I'm going to post it. Here's the third zip line. Whew, that was a good hike. Yep. That guy is next.
Relax bro, relax. This is the highest from the ground.
The highest from the ground, huh?
The second longest, yeah.
Which is the longest? The first one,
yeah. Let's wait for the husband.
So
then to songa kusonga.
Really next.
Enjoy. Eh?
Oh, nice. And now it's time for the fourth one. Next. Number 4.
Yes.
Ouch.
This is Mr. Willie and Mr. Ninaform doing this together. Light on time. Bien. This Ruiz. Good. Light on top. And the time to go. Now on your count. Let's go. 1, 2. Enjoy.
Wow. Yep, this is what happens in the fourth line. Because the wind is against you, so there's a lot of resistance. Yeah, I also got stuck quite far. And now we are heading to the final line. So totally 6 lines. The fourth one is the toughest because the wind is against you. The fifth one, the wind makes you spin a bit, but that's a bit easy. So let's conclude on the farthest one and then head to the next location, the final line.
Kilicho na mwanzo hakikosumiso kupitia nanga ni wako PNN.
You can do it. Okay, be a fast monkey then.
And that was the final 6th line. Time to walk through this small forest area. Looks so nice, like it's very dreamy. All in all, I have to say it is worth the hype. I don't know if there's a hype about it, but yeah, that is the best zipline I've done so far. Well, the only other one that I did before was in Kiambu, which was good, but it's very short. So definitely do this zipline, and also these small hikes involved makes the experience much better. I'm climbing a hill, that's why I'm panting. And yeah, that is the day at the forest. I couldn't manage to do everything because There are several other places we are visiting. We don't have the time to do everything. But yeah, there's a lot. There's the zip line. If you're afraid of heights, you can do archery. You can ride a horse. You can cycle. And then you can also camp. There's a camping ground. So I guess I'd say there's something for everyone. Now we are heading to Naivasha, our next stop. After the forest, we've come here to this Airbnb place, which is called the Treehouse, which is right behind me. Wait, where is it? Oh. Yep, a treehouse right behind me. So you should probably pause this video and then watch the treehouse review and then come back to continue with whatever we are planning on doing here in Naivasha. The good thing of being digital nomads, Edgar is just working, having his Guinness. I'm having a Fanta. Yeah, but I'm about to turn into a cameraman so that we can shoot that video. But it's a nice place. There's a restaurant, there's more rooms, toilet, bathroom. This is a sneak preview of the place, and there's a small pool there, which is better than nothing. Heading now to, is it Kamere or Kawere Beach, which is probably the most popular place for eating fish here in Naivasha. Yeah, Naivasha is very famous for its fish. The infamous Hippo Point Beach. So we're here to have some food and also maybe see if there's a cheap boat ride. Check out these huge Maribu stocks. I didn't know Kenya Airways flies to Naivasha. Yep. An interesting cockpit. Yeah, we're very hungry. We need to get some food fast. Bari.
Ini kenapa? Ini ndio vile fresh hii size.
Au unataka ile? Hebu tuende tuone yenye iko nje kubwa.
Hiyo ni kubwa sana.
Hapana, sio hivyo.
Hapana.
Nataka tu hiyo kile ya tufitu kile mtu yake. Ugali na batikwe fresh. Ile inakaa.
Sasa hiyo ni fresh. Na hiyo iko kwa besheni tilapia, si ni fresh.
That guy is doing the bidding. Edgar, umeenda basi hizo size.
Hiyo size. Nataka hiyo size. Kaushe vizuri, kutaka chumbani. Na ugali usiweke pilipili. Ugali ya mzee.
250 hapa ni 150.
Utafanya tu.
Hii inafaa kwa tuso.
Hapana.
250 ni including ugali, sawa?
Nyumbani ndio mnanifinya.
250 ni including ugali. Hebu changamka nayo basi.
Kuchoma mtalipishwa kuchoma.
Ngapi?
Na maadhe mtalipishwa kuchoma hii. Hii mtalipishwa 50-50 kuchoma.
Kuna mera 250, sio ni 200, kuchoma ni 50.
So 250 total.
Alafu sasa mbugali mnunue kando.
Haina shida.
Sasa.
We are waiting for our fish to be fried. Straight from the lake, right into the restaurant, and into the stomach. I'm not a big fan of fish because I eat slowly. That's the ugali, the fish. Edgar has a bigger fish. Also bigger ugali. Hii yote ni yetu. Haya. Too hot. Yep, the eye is missing.
Yeah.
because I ate it. Yeah, I think I'm done. I'd say that is a good job. One final thing to try, and that is a boat ride in Lake Naivasha. But it's a bit late, so you're not sure if you're going to find anyone. Let's see. Some hippos are right there.
Hizi vitu swim. It's bad. These are what?
Yep, goodbye to Hippo Point till another time. And we are back at the treehouse. I'm just going now to do some backup of the work and then maybe just have an early night, because tomorrow I think we are driving all the way to Kericho to camp in this tea farm called Chesumot, which has also been in like my bucket list of places to visit. So yeah, tomorrow is camping and maybe doing some boat rides and whatever we can be able to get close to Kericho. So yeah, until tomorrow, see you then. Hello and welcome to this quick review of this amazing Airbnb right behind me. It's a treehouse. Yes, quite unique. I like Airbnbs that are unique, and I'm going to show you a quick tour of the place. So these are the steps that go upstairs, but before that we start with the sitting area that is down here, which is very good because this place accommodates up to 5 people. And as you can see, there's some good chairs, so like a lounge where you can just come and sit, you know, have some fun, chill with friends. Again, 5 people, and they even put like a Bluetooth speaker up here, so for your music purposes there's a Bluetooth speaker. Then there's some good fairy lights which I'm hoping will look amazing at night. And straight ahead is the bathroom. Yeah, it's tiny but good enough. It's going to serve the purpose that you need, which is showering. One thing before I forget, there's some sockets here. Where are they? Here. So you can connect like your laptop or whatever in case you need to work down here, and there's another one there again in case you need to work, and you can like connect like an extension and then, you know, share the power. Now let's go upstairs. This is the tricky part. it might be a bit slippery, so Edgar, who is the cameraman today, be careful. And welcome to the living area. So once you get in, as you can see, everything is, you know, quite visible. First the bed, and then there's another seat here, and then on that side there is a working area, which, you know, in case you need to work. There's another bench for just chilling, and on this side there's a stairs, which I don't think both of us can fit. But when you go up, there's more sleeping area up here. So this place sleeps 5 people. So there's one bed here, another one on that side, 3, 4 and 5. So basically I'm assuming 2 people maybe can decide to fit here if you need to. Yeah, and then straight ahead is the toilet, which I'd say is tiny, but again serves the purpose. It's a tree house. Everything in a tree house is about, you know, being compact. So that's where the toilet is, and on the left is where the sink is. Then here, this is where you get access to the outdoor, which is a very tiny space. So first you have to remove this to rebuild that, then you have to place this somewhere better, and then you open the door by removing this latch, and voila, the outdoors. So again, not a very big space. As you can see, it's quite tiny, but serves the purpose. There's some houses around. Unfortunately, I'd say there used to be a view of Lake Naivasha. Actually, you can almost see it, but then, you know, all the trees have grown, so that's why you can't see it. And you know, I think we need more trees, so it will be better to just leave them like that. So you're missing out on the view, but still, like, Naivasha is only like what? From here it's like 5 minutes, 10 minutes away. Yeah, so very accessible. And right from up here, because there's some construction going on down there, that is the restaurant, and then there's also some other living spaces which are around the area. And then finally we're going to check out the swimming pool. Yes, there's a swimming pool. It's tiny, but it serves the purpose. Straight ahead is the swimming pool, and first there's this big house which also can be rented. You can rent the entire space. On that side, toilets and bathrooms for accessing the swimming pool, and here is the pool. And as you've noticed, there's a lot of sitting area all over the place. You can see that more sitting spaces for the pool, and also on this side more sitting areas, and that's where the reception is, straight ahead, and even more sitting spaces on this other side. So yeah, it's as much as there's several buildings, you feel like there's still a lot of space where you can have your own privacy and, you know, just do your own stuff. And yeah, I think that's a quick review of this Airbnb. Again, I'll put the link down in the description, because with Airbnb the prices keep changing, so you'll just have to check that out. And if you want to book it, book it. And that's it for this review. Until next time, goodbye. Hello and good morning. Welcome to another day of exploring, and today we are going to Kericho Chesumot campsite. I'm looking forward to going to that place. From the pictures it always looks so beautiful, so I'm hoping it's actually beautiful when I get there. And yeah, I'm still at the treehouse. We've just had some breakfast and it's time to leave. I think today is going to be a slow day. I haven't seen much to do in Kericho. I don't know, what do people do in Kericho apart from checking out the tea farms and maybe now the Chesumot place? What do people do in Kericho and Kisii? Those, I think, are the two places where I am like, I don't know what to do or what's happening there. But yeah, going to Kericho, let's see if we can find something interesting. And then for today, I even still don't know what the plan for tomorrow. So maybe we might go to Kisii or Kisumu. We'll figure it out by evening. And now it's time to check out from this place. Yeah, that's the treehouse. and I'd say it's very comfortable even at night. Lovely place. I'm hoping I'll be able to book it for the safari rally, because this time round the safari rally is going to be big. It's going to be full everywhere, so looking forward to renting this place if possible. I'd say the biggest problem I currently have is the car that I'm using, which belongs to my friend, is very low. You can see that is the ground clearance, so it's limiting the places where I can go, but for most part it's quite good. Like, you know, I can just leave the car at a good place and then use a motorbike to access wherever I need. Yeah, time to go to Kericho. Recording the drive from Naivasha to Nakuru all the way to Kericho, and we are off. We are just leaving Nakuru, and now the next stop will be Kericho. This West Side Mall has one of the weirdest things ever. Like when you go to the bathroom, you have to go with a receipt, or rather you pay, so you can't use it for free, which is a bit weird considering, let's say you come a group of 5 people and go to a restaurant, then what happens? There's only one receipt. Does it mean only one person can use the toilet? And when you go to the bathroom with that receipt, they keep it, they don't give you back the receipt. Which means you can't recycle one receipt. So yeah, I think it's definitely one of the weirdest things ever in a mall. I have no idea why they do that. Yep. I think also the mall in Kisumu has a similar habit, or I think they stopped, I don't know. Yeah, next stop is Kericho. This is why I never like the Nakuru Kericho road. I think it's the most frustrating road ever to drive. So there's one lorry which is at maybe 80 kilometers, no, not even 80, it's like 30 kilometers per hour. And then there's another one overtaking it at 31 kilometers per hour. So you just have to stand behind them for like forever until one decides to accelerate. Now look at that.
Yeah, magic.
Who is faster than the other? Yeah, so a journey that should take maybe only 1 hour is going to take you at least even another 2 hours because of this. We are in Kericho. We've made a quick stopover at these tea farms. Kericho is very famous for tea. Look at that, it looks so nice. This is where a lot of Kenya's tea comes from. Nani mwingine? Maisha? I'm taking picture. Haya, enda hapo nikupige. Haya, upose. Umepose vizuri? Haya. Haya, simama peke yako. Nani mwingine? Alafu niwaonyeshe. Haya, nyi wote. Au ingia. Enda, hautaki? Yeah, from this point we're only maybe 30 minutes away from the campsite. So it's early, that's why we are not in a rush, because we're going straight to the campsite and then just chill there. But yeah, very amazing place. we've made it to Chesumot Tea Farm. Yep, that's tea on both sides. We have reached the Chesumot camping site, and first and foremost, I'd say the road is not the best, which I'm sure my friend, if he was to ever see this video, is going to be very mad at me. Because yeah, the car that I'm using doesn't have very good ground clearance, so that's a problem. But for most parts, it's graded gravel, so it has been okay. So you just have to drive very, very slowly. And as you can see, like, you're literally next to the tea farm. So this is just tea. I don't know the process of making tea leaves. I don't know if you can just pluck some and then boil them in water, and if it will have the same results. Probably not. But then on this other side, look at that, there's a dam. So it's a small dam. The first thing that I did when we got here is I told the guys to set for me that boat right there. There's a boat, the blue one. And oh, again, amazing views. Like, this place is just serene. Yeah, there's a place for cooking. You have to carry everything, you have to be self-sufficient. And then I'm going to show you the campsite first. Let me get things to go set up the campsite. Yeah, I carried so many things. The problems of trying to be a photographer, videographer, and also enjoying a travel. This is the entrance. So that's some lovely sitting area for like a large group. And the landscaping is so nice. There's even more seats here. Okay, let's just walk straight to the water. Like, look at that. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And it's wobbly. Yeah, I just have to show you guys this first. That is just amazing. Yeah, it's dancing. So there's the boat. Yeah, it's small. Like, I'm really looking forward to setting up the tent and then just come and start throwing my boat here. Yeah, sitting area. No electricity. There's solar. Edgar has set up his workstation already. And now this side is where the campground is. And here is the campsite. So more chairs, more sitting area. A place to light a fire. And I want my campsite to be right here. Because, see, just perfect. This is the kind of things that I look for when looking for a campsite. It has to have such a view, otherwise I'll just sleep in a hotel. Even more sitting area. The campsite is large. Oh, monkeys. Which type? So the toilets. Yep. There's like a stream down here, which I think is what is feeding the dam. What is this? A latrine? Oh yeah, a latrine. And then the bathrooms. Yeah, there's a shower. But I don't think there's water right now. I think the guys tried to say like they have to bring water in the morning, something like that. Honestly, my mind was just in going to row a boat. I didn't pay much attention. Yeah, another shower. And that's pretty much it. So tea farms all around. This is a large camping ground. You can put even more tents this side. Yeah, what do you think? Chesumot campsite in Kericho. I'm happy about this place. I'm very happy. Just amazing views. It's going to be a nice day. Anyway, time to set up the tents and then go for a boat ride, or maybe just wait until sunset, do that, and then just enjoy the space. The tent is ready with that amazing view. Edgar has also set up. Yeah, and now it's just time to sit and chill. And enjoy that view. Yeah, I think this is officially my favorite camping ground. Like, it's 360 views all the way. Yeah, I'm on top of a boat, rowing, waiting for the sunset. Hello and good morning from the Chesumot campsite. So we've spent a night here, a very lovely place. Highly recommended. I'd give it a 8 out of 10 or even 9. Yeah, I'd give it an 8 out of 10, and because of that is the road access. You need to have like a bigger car, otherwise you leave the car closer to the gate and then just walk, which is not a very long distance, but yeah, something to consider. Otherwise, it's a very nice place, very scenic. There's a pond, there's a boat which you can, ride. You can fish from that pond. You can go to the, what's it called, the tea farms, have a walk at the tea farms, and most importantly, just sit next to the campfire and chill in your tent while soaking on those views behind. Yeah, it's a very lovely place. I highly recommend it. But now for today, we are going to our next location to shoot antelopes, or rather shoot the Sitatunga antelope, which is very rare. Not shoot it like killing it, but rather shooting it with, a camera, the best way to shoot animals. So, you've always wanted to start camping, but you don't know where to start. This video is a quick guide for beginners on pretty much what you need to start camping. The first thing will be the location. So, we are the Chesumot campsite. Right in front of me, you can see there's a pond, and then there's tea farms, and there's a place for, where you can sit. This is where our tents are. So that's a tent. The toilets are back there, and you can see the ground is quite large. And so that is the first thing about camping. You first need to figure out a location where you need to go camping. And if you've never camped before, if you're just a beginner starting out, I'd recommend going to a campsite that has all facilities. So for example, this place is good. Or in Naivasha, let's say you can go to the Iten, Oasis, or even in Mombasa. There are places where you can camp, or even in Central Kenya, wherever. There are places where they have all the facilities. That is, they have a restaurant, the toilets and bathrooms. They have hot water, such things. So that is going to make your first experience to be, something you'll figure out like, oh, I can actually do this more often. So yeah, that will be the first thing. Find a good location, and preferably find a location that has all the facilities so that you won't have to move up and down looking for something. After the location, the second thing is buying a camping tent. Now for a camping tent, I'd say buy any camping tent. Don't think about the like the price or the quality. I'd say go to a supermarket and buy a simple camping tent. In a supermarket like Naivasha, I think I've seen camping tents going for like 2,500 shillings, 3,000 shillings. That's like $25, $30. Get that and start with that. It's just going to get you started, and because you're going to a location that has all facilities, you won't have much problems. And if anything happens, at least there's people who work there who can assist you in case of anything. So buy a camping tent that is cheap, but also you can decide and buy something more expensive which is going to last you longer. And so for that, there is 3 considerations when buying a tent. So there's this type of tent here. So you've seen this tent in my videos if you watch my videos often. It's called a Quechua. I bought it from Decathlon. It's a 2-person tent. And then there's this other tent here. Oh yeah, we've put so many things out. So there's this also other type of tent, and this one is also, is it Quechua? But I also got it from Decathlon. So this is also a 2-person tent. So that one for 2 people, this one for 2 people. And the reason for these tents is this one has a rain fly. This is called a rain fly. I hope I'm correct. And the advantage of this is it creates like a double layer. I don't know if you can see that. It creates a double layer. So there's the inner part and then there's the outer part. And that is the same for this other tent. So there's the inner part and there's the outer part. So despite this being a pop-up tent, it has 2 layers. And the advantage of this is in case it rains or if it's very cold, or you can just even see this right now. You can, I don't know if you can see the water droplets. So this is due to condensation. I think that is the name, if I remember my physics well. You can see there is water droplets forming. So because it has 2 layers, these water droplets won't form inside this inner layer. Therefore, inside the tent is going to be dry. So that is something to consider when buying a tent. And the reason for buying a tent like these ones that have double layers is if you go to, let's say, a very cold place, you don't want the condensation to form a lot inside the tent, and then your tent is very wet and it's very uncomfortable. Trust me, I've experienced that, of course. And I experienced that when I was in, I think it was in Masai Mara, camping inside the national park. And I had my first tent, which I used to camp in Monsuswa, also was just 1 layer. And it started, it rained a lot that night, and then the condensation happened. So I was soaking wet the entire night. So that's why I'd say, if you have more funds to buy a tent, I'd say buy a tent that is double layered. So whether it's a pop-up tent or not, that doesn't really matter. Again, the only reason for buying this pop-up tent, which I've mentioned again several times I think in my videos, is it's quite easy to deploy. Like, you just open a few latches and it opens up so quickly. So it saves you a lot of time and you get more time to enjoy, compared to that other tent, the one back there, where you have to set up the poles and all that. So I'd say that is the only big difference. And if you're advanced enough, probably you have like those rooftop tents you put on top of the car. But then by that point, I'm assuming you're already a pro. Yeah. So those are the different types of tents. And again, the other reason for this pop-up tent why I rarely travel with it is because it's quite bulky, so you can't use it, let's say, with the matatu. But the other one, when you close it, it's compact enough. I can put it on top of my bag and go wherever. That is the tents. The third thing is the sleeping bag. This is the first sleeping bag that I bought when I started camping, maybe 2-3 years ago. And as you can see, it's written 20 degrees Celsius. So this is something to note when buying a sleeping bag. Different sleeping bags have different ratings. So this is something you need because it's going to make your night comfortable. Again, when you're buying a sleeping bag that is 20 degrees, I have another one here. Where is it? Which is much smaller, but this one is rated for, I think, 2 degrees Celsius. So it's compact, yes, but it's rated for a better environment. And then there's another one which is rated, I think, 15 degrees. Can I find it? This one. It's rated for 15 degrees. I can't find the cover. Oh, here it is. So this one is rated for 15 degrees. When buying a sleeping bag, you need to consider where you're going. So if most places will be, let's say, along the coastline, even in Nairobi or northern Kenya, then the 20 degrees sleeping bag is good enough. But if you're going, let's say, to Mount Kenya, you definitely want something that is going to keep you warm throughout the night. And so something like rated for 5 degrees, 0 degrees, or even -5, that will be good. The only thing to note about sleeping bags is the smaller it is, the more compact it is, the pricier it is. So like a very small sleeping bag rated for, I don't know, 0 degrees is going to be like almost even 20,000 shillings. But then a bigger one will be like 7,000 shillings. But then just the normal sleeping bags, like that one, my first sleeping bag, that was maybe, I think it was like 2,500 shillings or 3,000 shillings. I can't remember. So yeah, that is the other thing to note. Item number 4, I think is 4 or 5. I'm losing track of the counting. The other thing you need is a camping chair. Again, most places, if you go to, popular places, they have camping chairs. But yeah, you can buy a camping chair like this one, which has a cup holder. So this one I bought it recently, but my first one was this one, which Edgar is using right there. So it doesn't have like an armrest or cup holders or anything like that, but it's good enough. It's lightweight. So in fact, I often travel with that, and not even this one, because I don't think this is that important. So this is the type of camping chair you can buy. Or if you want to even be more compact, there's even a smaller camping chair, which I think I'm going to show a picture of it or a video of it, which I think I've taken from when you are out Mount Ololokwe. So yeah, you can get a camping chair. It helps a lot, when you reach a place, then you need to be flexible, so you can sit wherever you want with that. Unlike these ones, which are fixed. So this is for this location, it's fixed there, so you can't move it anywhere. Yeah, and that is the camping chairs. What else do you need? The other thing that you need is, you don't need it, but it's a necessity. It can be necessary, or rather it can help you through the night, is a sleeping mattress. When I started out, I didn't have any sleeping mattress. I just used to sleep on the ground, which worked. Or rather, what I would do was have a Masai shuka, which I'd put on the ground, and then use my sleeping bag. But then if you need a sleeping mattress, there's something like this. Again, it's a small one, compact, for only one person, and then you can just inflate it, and deflating it is also easy. So for example, if you just pop here, it's going to deflate. Where is it? Yeah, that easily deflates, and then it's also compact when you close it, so you can carry it easily. And there's a different type that I have. This one, yeah, it's almost the same kind, so these ones deflate quite easily. So you can buy a sleeping mattress, or alternatively you can also buy just like a normal sleeping mat, which they are quite thin, and then you just put them on the ground. Again, not very necessary, but if it's going to make your night comfortable, then probably something you can decide to purchase. Another thing which you might need, again not very necessary, but I'd always recommend having, is a power bank. Yeah, we live in a technology world where nowadays everything is connected on the internet. So unless you're going to a location where you just want to completely unplug, get a good power bank. Don't get like those fake power banks along the streets. Get a good one. I bought this one maybe 4 years ago, and it still works very well. It's a Xiaomi power bank, 20,000 mAh, and I have another one for like 45 watts, 20,000 mAh. So with those two, pretty much you can charge, I think, almost everything. So yeah, a power bank, I'd say, is very necessary to power anything that you need. And also it can power, let's say, like a light, which brings me to the other thing that you need. So let me show you the light that I have. Yep, you can see that. So this cost maybe like 800 shillings. Yeah, whenever you're in your tent, you can just hang it there or maybe at the end. But just a pointer, whenever you put the light on, make sure you closed the door of your tent, especially at night. Otherwise, you're going to have all sorts of insects inside your tent, which isn't a fun thing. Other small things, but not very necessary, but can come in handy, are things like, you know, a torch. You know, at night it helps you to move. A proper water bottle that doesn't leak, again, that can also help you out. And yeah, I think those are pretty much most of the basic things for just getting started. Like, you know, you just want to go out somewhere. Then when it comes to food, again, depending with the campsite you're going, there's some places where they have like restaurants. But if not, if you're going to a place that is more wild, then you can carry a few things which you can just, like, you know, ready to eat, or you just need to boil. For example, things like spaghettis or havanas, or, you know, sausages to fry. You know, make sure you just think of something that is easy to make, that will take you only like 5 minutes, 10 minutes max. Because again, you don't want to start spending a lot of time, you know, like cooking for, I don't know, 30 minutes, 1 hour. For now, yeah, that's it for this quick guide. And for now, yeah, if you can think of anything, if you're a professional camper, or if you can think of anything else to add, please kindly, you can leave those comments on the comment section so that people can see. For me, I was just trying to mention the very basics, like the bare minimum to get out of the house and start. And then other things you build over time, where you go to a place and you're like, it would have been nice to have this, write it down, get it there the next time. And yeah, for now, we're going to unpitch the tents, pack everything, and yeah, go to our next location, where I'm going to try to shoot a very rare antelope. That is, if I'm lucky, or not shoot by, you know, like with a gun, but rather with a camera. So see you then. And we are off. We are walking now back to where we parked the car. But again, such a beautiful, beautiful place. And the tea farms back there, you know, it's so amazing. Yeah, such a lovely place. We are going to do another like 1 kilometer walk, and then drive to Kitale all the way from here. That is going to take us maybe 5 hours. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. And we are done with Kericho. We are now leaving Kericho, heading to Kitale, either via Kakamega or Kapsabet. Depends with what the traffic will look like. Ahero rice plantations. Yeah, we decided to use the Kisumu route instead of the Kapsabet route. Yeah, a lot of rice comes from this side. So you'd say Ahero and Mwea, that's the two places where Kenya's rice comes from. We are heading to Kitale,
In 400 meters at the roundabout, take the third exit and stay on Achieng on Echo Road.
We're going to Kitale, but decided to do like a short drive in Kisumu town just because we are here. So yeah, we're just doing like a loop at the roundabout and then continue with the journey. And Kisumu is quite a clean town. Yeah, this is the Kisumu CBD, Central Business District. Western people, what's your deal with making these bumps? Western person, why are you putting bumps on the road? Yeah? Yeah, like there's so many such bumps where people have just decided to construct their own bumps on the road. And most of them are very, very huge. Like, you know, your car has to, you have to go like diagonally to cross it, and even the car scratches. Yeah, what's happening here? But the place is very green. Is that sugarcane? What is that? Sugarcane, there's maize on the left side. Yeah, I think you'd easily say Western Kenya is probably, is it the biggest or the second largest bread basket in Kenya? Food basket, that is. Yeah, but the environment is very, very green. After getting lost for maybe 40 minutes, we've made it to Saiwa Swamp. So Saiwa Swamp is the smallest national park in Kenya. It is only like, I think 3.2 square kilometers. And they don't allow cars inside. Basically, when you come here, you park your car and then you walk. So it's quite a good place for people who love nature, you know, bird watching. But for me, I want to try and capture the Sitatunga antelope, which is an aquatic antelope. And it's actually very rare to spot it. Or rather, the other time that I was here, I wasn't able to spot it after spending I don't know how many hours. So it's almost 4 p.m. so we only have 2 hours to try capture it, and then that will be it. But yeah, the place looks so nice. This looks like it's going to be hard to spot. Look at that. The vegetation has grown a lot. And what's happening? Has the swamp dried out? Yeah, how do you spot an antelope in such an area? Yeah, this is crazy. There's supposed to be some observation deck somewhere. So I think it might be better to find one and go up and try to spot it using our binoculars. Spotting not even the antelope, but spotting any animal here is going to be a lot of work. So far the only thing I've seen are monkeys. But it looks so nice and peaceful. So here is the observation deck. We'll go up and try to see if we can spot it from above. We've walked maybe 1 kilometer so far, and yeah, nothing yet. Let's try and see if we can spot anything from this cool observation deck. Yeah, this is high enough. But now the problem is I don't have a long lens. My lens is only 75 millimeter. Therefore, if it's maybe on the other side, I can see it, but I can't like take a picture. Yeah, this is going to be tough. Yeah, we were not lucky with platform number 5, so we're going to try platform number 4. Just walking around, trying our luck. If you get lucky, well and good. If not, there's always another time. And now we're at platform number 4. Yeah, we're going to again try our luck from here. There is more open grounds, so maybe we will be lucky. If not, too bad, because it's getting late. We only have 1 hour before the park closes. Yep, this is going to be very difficult. Let's chill for a bit. Yeah, for today I think I'm going to give up. It's 5:08, which means only 1 hour left before they close. The Airbnb we are going to is only 35 minutes away, so at least that is good. But I'm thinking I have to redo this and just give it like 3 days. I want that picture of Sitatunga antelope. I think now I'm starting to get annoyed that I don't have it, because I've been making a compilation of different animals from Kenya, basically all the animals that you can find in Kenya, and I'm going to create it as a book. So that's why I need these pictures. So I think I'm going to come here, let's say like on a Monday when I know there isn't so many people, and then either camp or book the bandas that are here, and then just come to a platform like this platform. It's very good, very cool, and then you can see almost the entire area. So while seated here with the long lens, I think the chances of getting that picture will be high. And yeah, when I'm bored, I can just like read a book or listen to music or do whatever while being on the lookout. Yeah, so for now, maybe another 5 minutes of sitting, and then we start walking around, leaving. I've walked for 5 kilometers trying to find an antelope, and we haven't seen one, even for a second. Anyway, it's time for us to exit. Yeah, we'll try this another time. Way better prepared. Well, after walking for hours without seeing any animal, finally I can say I've seen a monkey. And that one is carrying a child. Ooh. See you, Saiwa Swamp, to be tried again in a few months' time. It's another morning, and I think today this is the morning I'm going back home after 4 days. Yeah, I mean, this hotel, which is, it's a good enough for 2,000 shillings. Bed, a very massive table, and toilet and bathroom. Yeah, it's basic but good enough. So I'm excited about today because, well, yesterday after our failed attempt at antelope, I guess I need to re-strategize and have several days, like just 3 days of being inside that park so that I can get that picture. And maybe I can combine that with going all the way to Turkana, well, just because it's close by. Yeah, so I think that will be the plan for another time. For today, we are driving down the escarpment in what I consider to be the most scenic road in Kenya. That is the Iten road. Yeah, and I'm going to record the entire journey, so be sure to be on the lookout for that video when it comes up. Yeah, time to just park and start moving. And now we are heading to Eldoret from Kitale. So that should take maybe an hour. And then from Eldoret heading to Iten, then from Iten all the way down Cabernet and what's the name of that other town? Yeah, close to Lake Baringo, and then to Nakuru and then back home. So yeah, today is more of a driving day. Yeah, but I'm looking forward to the drive down the Iten road. That should be beautiful, and I'm going to record the whole thing so that you can be able to see it at a later time. Made it to Eldoret town, and now we're just driving through the town and then go to Iten. Yeah, we're not stopping here. I don't think there's any need to. Yeah, we're going straight to Iten and then do the drive down the escarpment. Here we are at Iten, the home of champions, where the fastest marathon runners in the world come from. Now we are leaving Iten. The next major town will be Cabernet. But before that, I think we're going to stop at the Iten viewpoint. So from there, we can be able to see the road that goes all the way down the escarpment. It's a very nice viewpoint. But yeah, this is Iten. It's a small town. You know, doesn't look very busy, but yeah, people here can, you know, if you try to steal here, they'll take you on a marathon of your life. Goodbye, Iten, until another time. The Iten viewpoint is here. EMC, Elgeyo Marakwet, not E is equals to MC squared. That is a breathtaking landscape. This is the Iten viewpoint. So yeah, every time you use this road, you just have to stop here and soak on these breathtaking views. So we'll be driving all the way down. think we're also doing some climbing on that ridge. Then on the other side, that's where Lake Baringo, Lake Bogoria is, and all those other lakes that are along the Rift Valley. So yeah, it's quite a scenic place. Yep, 50 shillings for the viewpoint. Okay, it's a restaurant anyway. Another angle of the viewpoints. Yep, and we've started going down the escarpment. And interestingly, even it's so downhill and steep that even my fuel economy is saying 43 point, or now it's like 44.7 kilometers per liter. That is what? Motorcycle territory. So basically you just step on the pedal once and then that is enough power to accelerate going downwards. And we just got started. Not sure if it's going to be visible, but there's a very beautiful waterfall straight ahead. I'd really love to know if it's accessible and what the name is. If anyone knows, leave it in the comments. Definitely something worth visiting and doing to check it out close range. Yeah, driving this road with one hand I don't think is safe, so I'm going to limit my video recording here. This is another viewpoint along this road. You can see how the road curves. Look at that. That's the Rift Valley floor. We continue. We've made it to Cabernet town. I don't know if the R is supposed to be silent. Is it supposed to be Cabernet? Because I'm like Cabernet. Yeah, a very small town but very busy. It looks very busy. And it's also on top of a hill, which I think is the third town that I know is on top of a hill. That is Cabernet, Maralal and Moyale. I don't think there's any other town you can say is on top of a hill. Or maybe Iten, but Iten is small. This is the second or the third viewpoint we are stopping at. I think it's the third. So straight ahead, like Baringo. Baringo ama Bogoria. These things confuse me every time. That is Baringo, freshwater lake. It's huge. But then Bogoria is just next to it, although we can't see Bogoria. But look at that. This is a very hilly place. Looks so nice. Yeah, definitely you should try and do this road trip. What I'd advise is go to Eldoret and then come down using the road. Don't go up, because going up it's going to be too hilly, and then you won't be seeing the views that much. So it's better to come down so that you just come slowly and you can keep stopping at all these different viewpoints. But yeah, it's like a very good road trip to just do, even for like a weekend or a day. So from here, it's maybe another 20 minutes, 30 minutes. Then I don't know, I think there's still time, so we might just go there and try and get like a, do like a, what's it called, like a simple boat ride for 20-30 minutes depending with the price. And then yeah, after that I think that's the end of our road trip. We just go back to Nairobi. But yeah, this is an amazing place, very quiet, fresh air. If you're a person who stays in Nairobi or Mombasa or any of the major towns, sometimes you just want to, you know, sometimes you just want a place where you can go and relax, and this is quite beautiful. We are like Baringo. Oh, I almost call it Bogori again. A boat ride. Oh yeah. So the last time I was here, the water levels were almost covering those buildings, so I can see it as rescinded back down. But you can see this side, like that electricity pole is still underwater. Hiyo hoteli walitengeneza hizo mawe, so wametengeneza ndio maji isiingie tena. This entire hotel was submerged in water, and I have a picture to show like how far the water reached. So they've decided to put like these barriers to help, you know, with the waves to not cross over to the other side. There's a crocodile right there on top of that rock. I don't think it's going to be visible. Umesema hizi crocodile ni friendly? So ni friendly wenye ati unaweza simama kando yake? Hey, mi hakuna story na crocodile friendly. Mi staki. All this was underwater. Habari? Naweza piga boti yenyewe picha? Boti yenyewe nikanaweza kuuliza wewe ndio ulitengeneza?
Mimi. Inachukua 6 hours kuunda.
6 hours kutengeneza? Unatumia
material nyingine inaitwa balsound.
Balsound.
Sasa hii miti unaona nikishatoa.
So I have to say this is one of the most ingenious boats ever. So this is called balsound wood. So it comes from a tree, committee. Then using this, they dry it first. No, they soak it in water for 3 days. So after soaking it in water for 3 days, that's when now it can be carved to create like those shapes. Yeah. Yeah, and then they get this product from this side only of the mainland. Yeah, this is just ingenious, and it's interesting that he's not afraid of the crocodiles or anything, because the crocodiles here are friendly because they feed the crocodiles, but the crocodiles from this other side are not that friendly. So that's interesting, which can be true, because right there where there's that hotel, there's guys just swimming like right there, and there's crocodiles maybe 5 meters away or even less. Yeah. And yeah, the crocodiles are just chilling and everyone is just minding their own business. So this is quite interesting. I've seen almost a similar boat, so I was always curious about this boat, because in Turkana, instead of building like this, they just use 3 logs. So ni mbao 3 alafu wamefunganisha hivyo tu. So yeah, ndio sana onyesha like how almost clever it is that different regions but almost a similar way of yeah. Okay. Yeah, maji. Oh yeah, he's saying that before this tree used to be way wider, but nowadays maybe climate change or something else, nowadays is now it's a bit narrow. So asante sana Joshua. Jina hizi samaki zinaitwaje?
Inaitwa babas.
Babas. Okay. So umeka tu net chini alafu
Na zinakuwa kubwa kushinda hapo. Hapa mita. But hizo zinapatikana huko deep kabisa.
Nataka kujaribu kuendesha hiyo kitu siku moja. Yeah, whenever you're in like Baringo, please definitely try find Joshua, buy the fish, promote him, because I mean seriously, that is just genius. So, asante. Yeah, Lake Baringo has several islands. There's one called Ruko, and then there's this other one here which has a hotel. I couldn't get the name. There's this which I think is the biggest island. It also has people who stay there. There's schools, and then there's another island there. Yeah, it's quite big. Currently we are going to the hot springs which is on this island but behind it, so we'll be going round. Yeah, there's a very nice breeze, but then you can also, from here you can see how dominant the escarpments of the Rift Valley are. Like you can see, you know, over that horizon. So somewhere down the other side is where Lake Baringo is. Oh, I got it right this time, I kept forgetting. So that's where Lake Baringo is. So there's a time because of climate change, these two lakes almost joined together. That was maybe sometime in 2020. Yeah, during the pandemic era. So this side is an escarpment, and then this other side is also an escarpment. So we are literally at the floor. So from here, the next one is Lake Nakuru, Lake Naivasha, Lake Elementaita, Lake Naivasha, then Lake, I think it's Magadi. Going this way north, there is Lake Solai, there is Lake Turkana, and I think Lake Logipi. So in total, there's supposed to be like, I think 9 lakes on the floor of the Rift Valley just here in Kenya. Yeah, quite an amazing scenery. So there's a fish eagle there. Yeah, we are trying to get the attention of the bird. So he's going to throw that fish, and then the eagle is going to come and get it. Oh, there it is. There's the eagle. Look. Both of the eagles. Oh, grabbed it. That's crazy. Yeah, the eagles are now just eating the fish. So it's going to throw another fish. Then maybe the eagle is going to come again. Yeah, we're going to try see if the other eagle is going to come. Okay, there it is coming. There it is. Oh, nice. So that's the island that had giraffes that were evacuated to the mainland. Yeah, so all the giraffes and other animals were evacuated to the mainland because, again, the water levels were going up and they couldn't survive there. Yeah, we are going to get some fish from these guys so that you can try feeding the eagles again. That was super fun. Langfish? So langfish na ni catfish. Tilapia. Asante. So the hot springs are. It's not far. Where are they? Oh, right there, where there's like some smoke coming out. Edgar, umevaa slippers. Pole pole. Easy too. Yeah, going to check out the hot springs. Yeah, I can even hear them. It's like a boiling sound. And there's a very strong smell of something like sulfur. Ngapi? 210 degrees. Yeah, that's very hot. So it's like, yeah, this is definitely sulfur. Because of the yellowish. Yeah, okay. I should have removed this life jacket. It's so hot. No, it's hot too. So it's bubbling under. 75 degrees Celsius. So this 75 degrees. Yeah, so it's bubbling and it also joins the water. Pale pia ni moto? Ni warm, 30 degrees. So yeah, this is interesting. So hapa karibu ni moto, ni warm. Yeah, the boiling.
So this steam depths are important. If you have skin rashes, asthmatic, coughing, you can go that way.
Or to the other side and stand in front of the steam.
For the joints.
Okay. Yeah, I think I'm going to have arthritis in old age. So let me stand there. Edgar, shika kidogo. There's a log which you can sit on. So currently I'm trying to cure my arthritis in future. So you just sit here for a few hours maybe, or minutes, and then he says
Asthmatic, coughing, joints.
Yeah, asthma,
Skin rashes.
Joint, I'm holding the glasses. Yeah, this feels like an original sauna. I've never been to a sauna before, but Edgar, go and sit and steam your body in the natural sauna. Yeah? Unaisikia? Yeah, Edgar is just enjoying the sauna there. You know. I'd like to touch the water down there where they say it's like 30 degrees, so people can swim there. And you know, the water all around this place, even that side is bubbling. So this area, not very huge, where you can swim in the hot water, or rather warm water. But this is very hot, 75 degrees, that is very hot. And here it's 210 degrees. Unfortunately, you can't even sit properly because it's covered with these rocks. But you can hear the sound just bubbling like. Yeah, that's the sound. So yeah, so this is Lake Bogoria. Oh, I don't know if I'll ever stop confusing Bogoria and Baringo. This is Lake Bogoria. Interesting enough is most of the lakes along Rift Valley also have hot springs. Right from Lake Turkana, they have a hot spring. Even Lake Magadi has a hot spring. Lake Naivasha. I'm not sure if Lake Naivasha has, but I know Lake Elementita has hot springs. So yeah, definitely this is a place to visit. You know, it's a very interesting place. And the local guides Henry and Robert. Yeah. Yeah. That's Henry right there, and that's Robert right there. That's Edgar, who has refused to leave that seat. Sure, yeah, I'll take the contacts and leave them, so that you can, if anyone wants to come here, just call them, and be like, oh, I want to see the hot springs, and they're going to assist you with everything. Because these guys used to stay in that island, the one that the animals were evacuated, and then they moved to this other side. And yeah, for most people here, they depend on the tourism because, see, it's very rocky. You can't really plant here, and there's nothing much economically that you can say you can do apart from tourism and maybe working in hotels and things like that. So yeah, definitely when you visit, check out the contacts. They've given me the permission to leave the contacts, so yeah, check out the contacts and reach out to them. Now it's time to head back to Nairobi. Yeah, Robert here is saying he has given me an invite to come and we can do like making of the boat from scratch. So yeah, I want to do that. I'm definitely going to do that 100%. I love such things. So yeah, that's it. But that's very interesting. Now going back to the mainland. Haya, Robert na Henry, asanteni sana.
Samaki kutupia ndege.
Asante sana Noah for our amazing boat ride. Yeah, I'm also going to put his number. Yeah. I mean, pia ruhusa. So yeah, I'm going to put his number. So in case anyone wants to do like a boat ride here, definitely reach out to him.